Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back everyone to an episode of CS2 News. This is the series where we break down all and everything Counter-Strike. That could be to do with current or future updates, events, the pro scene, the market, and more. With just as of recently, the third day of the Austin Major has begun closing up. And with that being said, things seem to be looking good for the professional scene alongside pick'ems, at least for the most part. Just within the last 24 hours, it has been seen through Twitter that the official CS2 Twitter account has just followed two brand new artists in terms of music. So with that new information alongside the landslide of other leaks, a big update should arrive after the Austin Major. Today's video, we have quite a bit to break down in terms of new content, the Austin Major, the market, the pro scene, alongside a bunch more. But before we go any further, I want to thank SkinsMonkey for sponsoring today's video. Are you bored of your current Counter-Strike loadout and want to trade it out for something different? SkinsMonkey has you covered. As a buying and trading marketplace, SkinsMonkey offers amazing deals and the fastest way to trade out your old skins for something new. By using my code MANDO, you can get up to a free $5 by spending $100 or more, as well as you also get a 35% deposit bonus when topping up your balance. With SkinsMonkey's large variety of skins, they also offer daily, weekly, and monthly giveaways. If interested, the link will be at the top of the description down below. Now, firstly, for today's video, I want to break down these recent leaks surrounding the next CS2 update, most likely after the Austin Major is concluded. Now, this, from my knowledge, was first discovered by Thor CS. Links to him will be in the description. Now, just within the last 24 hours, Thor put out a tweet stating that Counter-Strike has followed two new people, and it's both surrounding new music. The first one being Darude, and the second one being Starjunk. Now, Darude already has a music kit within CS2 back in the days of CSGO. Someone did mention this in his replies on Twitter, saying that they could just be following him after all these years of it being in the game because it was added back in 2015. Now, Thor replied to this saying it's been in the game since 2015, yes, maybe another one is incoming soon. As it stands for Starjunk, this would be their first within Counter-Strike in general. And as it stands for what this means, most people from the outside looking in, maybe this is their first major within Counter-Strike in general. Valve tends to do this throughout the year, but they also do it quite frequently right around majors. Meaning, by the time the 75% off sale hits, things are becoming slow, people are bored of the stickers, people want new content because Valve was already in talks, maybe had some sort of contract, written agreement, and these artists were ready to provide music for Counter-Strike. That's when Valve tends to drop an update. So I believe this could very well be the first major update after the Austin Major has concluded. And after the 75% off sale for the Austin Major has been out for around a month or so, we should then begin to see a lot of the CS2 devs update the game and add all the recently leaked content, starting off with the brand new music kits. Valve in the past tends to push out updates surrounding music kits or other capsules, mainly collaborations that Counter-Strike has with other people, one so they can make more money, but also with the introduction of, well, being able to customize stickers a lot more in crafts within CS2, it gives players more options. Kind of similar to what Valve did with the Warhammer capsules with the release of the Austin Majors. And then following this, we could and should very well begin to see the leaked night maps, possible refresh to the Armory, which by the time the stickers have been removed from the shop, there's a good chance the Armory will have already been a year old. But at this point, it's feeling old, that being the Armory. It's feeling bland. The Armory in general needs something new to grab players' attention. Now, in other news, we also have the skins market. As of recently, it's been down quite a bit from its most recent pump, where just a couple of weeks ago at first, it started to seem a little unnatural, where things were jumping up upwards of 20% in just a matter of a couple of days. But obviously here we are today, and things seem to be pretty steady from where they once were. But with that being said, a lot of higher tier items and some liquids here and there are down anywhere from 2 to 7%. But to just also put things into perspective of how much the market has gone up, and some may say, well, the market's in good standing, this takes us to a recent post from Price Empire, where they stated that just 26 glove cases would equal the entire cost of the Nintendo Switch 2, which this to me is absurd. It's insane. I remember the days of the glove case being under $1, and it feels like not that long ago where, well, you could see them on the Steam market for just pennies on the dollar. With someone as myself somewhat getting back into skins, getting back into the skins market, seeing where things are at compared to where I came out of them just a couple of years ago, it's pretty crazy, and this post kind of showed me exactly what I needed to know. That one, Counter-Strike players are crazy, but also the skins market is not dying. This also shows us that the market compared to just 6 months ago is not planning to stop anytime soon. It feels like just yesterday when cases back in the days of CSGO were just junk items in people's inventory, and it seems like now they're just liquid gold. Now lastly for today's video takes us to a statement from Nico regarding a long-standing scam within the CS and Valve community. Now for those who need some context of what this is, how it's been around for such a long time with no one doing anything about it, meaning Valve, well, it's pretty hard for them to stop it. What this is it's pretty much an impersonator scam, where someone impersonates a pro player, a big content creator, or someone big within the CS space, and it's even gone to the lengths where someone's impersonating Gaben himself. Now yes, Valve has done quite a bit in the past to prevent scams within CS2 regarding CS items, but trading in this kind of light can't really be stopped unless Valve did something against trading in general. You may have hopped onto YouTube or Twitch within the last couple of years and seen someone, well, on Twitch or YouTube in some sort of live stream, and from the outside looking in, this could be someone like Modesty, Nico, a somewhat new or former professional player within Counter-Strike, or like we mentioned earlier, it could be Gaben. These a lot of the time are stating that they're getting rid of their skins because they want to give back to their community, so on and so forth. And what that leads to is people trying to trade with these people, they click on a bunch of links, they get API scammed, and the list kind of goes on with what happens. But with AI on the rise, with how good it's getting and has gotten over the last few years, it got to the point where just a couple of days ago, Nico, the official CS professional player, had to put out a statement on Twitter. He says, "Hey guys, both me and Falcon Esports are aware about the scam that is going on YouTube. Please do not engage with it. Don't enter into any giveaways or try to link your accounts. We will do our best to resolve it as soon as possible. Take care." And yeah, the thumbnail on YouTube is Nico giving away a bunch of skins, but obviously that's not really the case. And because of how long these have been around for within the CS community, these probably and most likely aren't going away anytime soon, but one can really only hope. I wanted to put this out there in case you guys are not really aware of this situation, aware of this scam. Unfortunately, I have gotten some comments over the years where people have fallen into this and then they can't get their skins back because they got scammed. What do you guys think about all this? Are you excited for future updates following the Austin Major? Are you guys enjoying the Austin Major, and how are your pick'ems going? That being said, that pretty much concludes today's episode of CS2 News. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Ladies and gentlemen, Fallout.